All right, welcome everybody to the Wednesday afternoon team call. I'm super excited to be here with you guys today and talk specifically about how to get started as a coach. What are the steps that I need to take as a brand new coach? This is also going to be for those of you that are already starting to build your team, whether you're Emerald, you're Diamond, you're like, okay, I just need to know like what I should be doing to bring on a coach onto my team, have the confidence to sign a coach onto my team, and just have that knowledge of, okay, what do I do? Because I know a lot of people hold back from building a team because of this one thing, just not knowing exactly what to do, having those doubts of, can I lead somebody else? Am I able to teach somebody else how to build this business? So hopefully with the call today, you'll gain some confidence in knowing that you can bring a coach onto this team and teach them what to do in order to be successful. So I want to go through a couple announcements really quick. First of all, we have coming up on April 12th will be our next super weekend. That's a quarterly event that we have where coaches in your local area will host an event. There'll be a video that's sent from corporate that's usually like 30, 40 minutes long with training, success stories, announcements about new programs, and all of that stuff. And then there'll be usually a live workout and some local success stories live where someone will hop up on stage and share their story of transformation with Beachbody products or their business success. So that will be that weekend. The 12th is a Friday. I think the 13th is Saturday, 14th is Sunday. Depending on your area, it could be any one of those days. For example, I'm going to travel down to Salt Lake City because Sagi Kalev, the trainer from Body Beast, will be there with his wife Barbie, and we're going to be at that event. It's only 3 hours away. So we're going there. It could be on Saturday, but to find out where your local event is, just go to www.coachfaq.com, search Super Saturday, April 2019. There'll be a hyperlink that shows you an interactive map of where the locations are that are registered. And it's still quite a ways out, so they might not be popping up yet. So don't worry about that. Just mark that weekend to be open to go to that event. And then within like a month of the actual event, everybody should have those event registration links up so they can get to that event. So that's one announcement. The next one is Summit. Summit dates are July 11th through the 14th. That's a Thursday night through a Saturday night. The event runs usually starting around 6 p.m. on Thursday night, and it ends on Saturday night with a celebration. And it goes like this fast. It seems like it's like 24 hours, even though it's like 3 days long. So I want you to plan on going to Summit. Make plans to get there. If you're worried about getting a hotel room or the cost of a hotel room or the cost to get to the event at all in the first place, talk to me, send me a message. Let's make a plan on how to earn that money to go to Summit or to travel to Summit. And it'll be my 8th Summit. We've always been able to pair up coaches with other coaches that are traveling that might be going alone, where they can pair up and have roomies. So we work on getting our guy coaches together and the girl coaches, get them together in a room if you need that as well. So that'll help. One other thing to know about Summit is when you hit Success Club, in your first 3 months of being a coach, your first 3 full months. So let's say you signed up on February 2nd. February isn't your first full month. You actually have until March to hit Success Club for your first full month. If you signed up in the end of January, for example, February is your first full month. If you hit Success Club in your first 3 full months of coaching, you get a free ticket to Summit. So that's a pretty awesome incentive to get into action with your new business so that you can earn that free ticket. I know I see Yolanda on here. She earned her free ticket to Summit by hitting Success Club in her first 3 months as a coach. Also, I want to share something with you guys about Yolanda. If you're thinking about, okay, I want to go to Summit, but I don't know if it's going to be in my budget. Yolanda, for example, earned $750 in her first month of coaching by getting right into action, talking to people, finding people that come on this journey with her. So totally possible. Feel free to ask me if you have questions and want to make a plan on that. So let's jump right into this. I'm going to share my screen. So you guys will have to give me a thumbs up when you see it. We're going to get right into this topic and go pretty quickly through it. How to start as a brand new coach. So can you guys see my screen right now, my Coach Online office here? Okay, awesome. So one of the first things that I want you guys to understand upon becoming a coach is that you have your own business. You'll know in this team that I'm not going to push you to sell a certain amount of product, hit a certain benchmark. That is depending on what you want. You decide what you want out of the business, and then you can communicate with me or with your upline sponsor. This is what I want to accomplish, and then we can help you come up with a plan to accomplish those goals and kind of give you an outline of this is what you should be doing, the activities that you should be doing to be able to achieve that. So as a brand new coach, this is what your coach online office looks like. You just go to www.teambeachbody.com, put in your email and your password, and then there's a coach tab in coach online office. And that's this right here. It's where you can monitor when you sign up a new customer or a new coach. You can see everything that's going on. But I want you guys to take note right here on the top, really easy to find, is the training button. So I'm just going to click on that training button. It opens up right here. There's a getting started tab. You can go through it. It has what's called the first 30. It kind of shares what you should do in your first 30 minutes as a coach, your first 30 hours, and your first 30 days. That's something you can go through on your own. I'm not going to walk through that specifically today, but I want you guys to know that that is there for you to help your brand new coaches to go through. I'm going to focus with you guys more specifically on this right here, the Success Club system. And I'm going to talk primarily about the Success Club system because I believe if you follow the things, the trainings and the tracker in the Success Club system and dedicate yourself to learning it and doing it every single day, setting aside your time to work on your business and working on that, that you will see results and you'll gain results with this business. No matter what it is that your goals are, you'll just have to increase the number of invites and some of the things on there if your goals are higher than what we'll talk about is kind of like a baseline that you could set your sights on. So right here, if you click on the Success Club system training, it opens up right here. I'm just going to show you guys what this is. This is, if you click on this Success Club system training, it takes you to a Beachbody ran training group called the Beachbody Champions page. So if you click on that, I would request to join that group. It's ran by corporate, and they find successful coaches and they teach every single week, multiple times, like how to use Instagram, how to invite, how to help your challengers get results, and everything based around the Success Club system training that we're going to talk about today. They're training in there all the time. There's also a files tab in there with anything that we're going to talk about today. You can find in the files section of that group. The trackers, you can find all sorts of different tools and scripts and things like that. I'm not going to show you guys that. You can go through that on your own time, but I wanted to make sure you guys are aware of that. Right here, if you click on this, it opens up into a new tab called the Business Activity Tracker. And that's where we're going to spend the majority of our time today. And it looks like this right here. Can you guys see the tracker? Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about mostly today, and we'll get to it in just a minute. But I want to share just a couple other things before we get into this tracker and talking about each of the steps inside of this tracker and how to use it. And it's the team tools that we have, because everything that I've shown you right now is corporate-based tools and training from your Coach Online office. If you didn't have me as your sponsor or me as your upline coach, all of these tools are available to you without having one of us as your sponsor. And so I'll show you what we have as a team, just so that you guys are aware of that and you're aware of the Beachbody corporate training. So the thing that I do when I sign up a brand new coach is, I'm going to see if I can share. I'm going to stop this share for 1 second and share another. I think I can share my notes on here. Yep, right here. I keep notes on my iPhone and my MacBook because they transfer between the two. If I make a note on my phone, it shows up on my Mac. I have all my important links and things that I send to coaches or new customers all of the time. I keep saved right here. Like when I have a customer order challenge pack, like I have a pre-written challenge pack, like here's how to walk through your Beachbody on demand, how to access your meal plan. I see my cousin Trent on here. I know I sent him this so he could kind of see that as well. So I use these tools. I create these. So if you ever see me use something or you want some of these things, just ask. Send me a Facebook message and I'll send you over anything that you guys ask for. But immediately when I have a brand new coach sign up, what I do is they usually text me and say, okay, it's official. I'm signed up as a coach. The first step that I do is I copy this message right here and I send it to them. And inside of it, they click on this form right here. And there's some videos to watch inside of there. I have them go through a Google Drive. Basically what I'm doing in there, and if you guys want that, please just ask and I'll send it to your inbox. Just ask after this call. Or if you're watching the recording, ask, I'll send it to you. It walks through like what is Success Club, how to become Emerald, what does active status mean, some of the basics of things that you should know about your coaching business when you start, how to set up your EFT, your electronic funds transfer, so that when you get your first commission, it goes into your bank account. So I first send this email and they go through it, and the steps that I have them follow are, once they complete watching all of those videos, they can do little check boxes on it. It says at the end, the last checkbox is text Scotty and let him know that you're ready for your Getting Started Right call. So then I do the Getting Started Right call. And I'll give you a basic outline of the call right now. I don't really do a whole bunch of training or explaining how to do the business on that call. I spend, and it is my basic outline, I spend about 30 minutes just asking them questions and getting to know them further, what their wants, needs, desires, and all of those things are. I ask things like, why are you a coach? Why are you going to build this business? Why are you going to work on your health and fitness? And then after I find out some of those things, I ask them other questions like, what are some things you've always wanted to do, but you've never been able to? Like whether it's financially or because of time, what are some of those things? And so I'm really getting them to start dreaming about the things that they want to do that they haven't been able to do because of where they're at in their life or life circumstances. So that's really defining what their why is, why they are a coach. And we'll get to this inside of that tracker. There's a little thing right at the top, like my why, but I spend like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, really helping them define their why. And then I give them an assignment after that call. And it's like, okay, all those things that you shared about me, losing 50 pounds, working 2 separate jobs and not being around the kids as much as you would like and around with your spouse as much as you like, whatever it is that they tell me by asking those questions, I then tell them to craft a message on Facebook, use a photo, and have that as like you're opening your business post. Like you'll put out on Facebook, hey guys, whatever that story is, I'm on a mission to lose 50 pounds. This is why. I also want to help other people come on this, whatever it is that we talked about. I have them write a post and put it up on Facebook and then tag me and let me know when that post is up. And then what I do is obviously I comment on it, and I also share it into the team page and ask the team to also comment on that as well. And that creates what we would call social proof, because a couple things. The new coach is a little bit nervous and scared to make that first post. Will anybody read it? Will anybody comment? What will people think? So getting our members of our team, Dynasty Strong, to comment on that as well builds confidence in the new coach. Like, okay, that wasn't so hard. That actually feels really good to share that publicly. And I look at making that first initial post as like, let's say you guys have this brand new Beachbody business. I like to relate it to having a franchise. Like, let's say you bought a Subway franchise or some restaurant franchise. Making that first post and putting it out there that, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is why, and I'm here to help and serve you, is like you owning that franchise. You buy the building, you buy the franchise, or you rent the space or whatever. You hire the employees, you get all the materials you need to start. It's like that last thing is like flipping on the lights and unlocking the doors and putting the open sign up. So that's what I like to help my coaches understand as they write that post. You're like putting yourself open for business by making that post. So that's the next thing I do is in that Getting Started Right call, we figure out their why. I challenge, and I do that to get them right into action, to just put it out there and to get into action right away. The next thing that I do is I ask them, what questions do you have? Because a lot of times they have gone through what we see right here, my videos that I have them watch in the beginning. Once again, you can ask me for that and I'll send it to you so that you can have those at your disposal. But I have them ask me questions. I used to just go through, okay, you want to do this and this and this and this and this. But I found that if you just ask questions, your coaches are going to ask you the things that they need right now that are going to help them take action and take the first steps into their business. The next thing that I talk about as I get started with them is I just really ask them, what are your goals? Like, what do you want to accomplish on top of your health and fitness financially? Do you have income goals you'd like to do? Do you have debt that you would like to pay off? Do you have retirement that you like to build? What are those numbers? And then I help them make a plan to work towards that. And the one thing that I always talk to them about, and I'm going to speak about my cousin Trent here often, we haven't done our Getting Started Right call, but we spent about an hour answering a lot of these questions before he became a coach. And I was just talking, I was helping him understand, okay, if these are the goals, I was relating to him like, okay, we have the business we have, but I think back, if it would have took me, I've only been a coach for 7.5 years. If I was working on this business an hour and a half a day, 2 hours a day, and it took me 10 years to earn $50,000. And I just use that number because that's about what I made 12 hours a day plus my wife's night job. I said, man, even if it would have took me 10 years, I started when I was 28, I would have been 38 and I could have matched my wife's and my income with only 2 hours a day. And that would have totally been worth it to spend hour and a half a day to 2 hours a day working on this business, being as healthy as I am now, and being able to impact and help change people's lives. It would have been so worth it to even put in 10 years of time to build a $50,000 a year income. So I help them understand that this business is going to take time, and it's going to take being consistent over time. It's not going to happen overnight. This is not a get rich thing. It's work hard, show up every single day consistently, and build this business. And one thing that I work as hard as I can to help my coaches understand is the power of consistency. Like, I'm going to give you guys the step-by-step on the tracker of this is what you do. These are the steps to do every single day. But I like to implement into their mind and their thinking that it's like, if you go hard for like 3 months, inviting, and everybody's telling you no, or it's too expensive, and all of these objections that we all get every single day, if you stop at those 3 months and then you get re-inspired a month later or re-inspired 6 months later and start again, it's going to be hard to gain trust, because it's like, think about your favorite store, your favorite restaurant, or hole-in-the-wall place to eat in your hometown that you absolutely love. They have their hours of business. If you are just like super excited to go, and you take your wife or you take your husband and you're excited to go there on your date, and it's just like the lights are out and they're closed like in the middle of the day, you would be frustrated with them, wouldn't you? So I help my coaches understand that it's the same thing. You guys are running a business, so you have to be consistent if you're going to create trust with people. And as I start the invite process, which we'll talk about in this tracker that we're going to walk through, I understand, and because I've done this for 8 years, that when I make an invite, the first invite, it usually takes 3 to 9 months for them to be ready. So I kind of joke with my coaches sometimes and say, hey, if you're going to do exactly what I tell you for 3 months and get frustrated and quit, would you please just send me the list of everybody you contacted before you quit? Because they're going to be ready in 6 to 9 months, and I'll be here willing to help them. And I just kind of say that jokingly to help them really understand what happens. And I can't tell you guys how many coaches and great customers I have on our team because of that exact reason. They were introduced by somebody. The person worked for 3, 4, 5 months, didn't get to where they wanted to be and the amount of time they wanted to be, and then they disappeared, and then they're ready. The time comes when they're ready, and then I'm here to help them. So just simply make that decision. If you want to be great in this business, be somebody that sticks around and is there for them when the timing is right for them. I think about that in my journey. It took me 8 months, and I had great results with P90X. It still took me 8 months to officially fully invest and sign up as a coach and buy my Shakeology and buy my program. It took me 8 months and I had great results and I believed in the programs. So make the decision that you're going to be here. And I like to think about a traditional brick and mortar business. If you were going to build one, on average, they take 4 years to break a profit. And so just kind of look at it like that. Another way I help my coaches understand in that Getting Started Right call is look at this like a 4-year university bachelor's degree, except you don't have to go into massive debt. You can just show up an hour and a half every day, learn from successful entrepreneurs who are 6- and 7-figure earners that we have on our team trainings, learn from them, read the books that we help you pick for your personal development. Be in the trenches, learning to lead, learning to help transform people, learning how to market. And in 4 years, you don't have an official paper degree, but you can have an incredible income and a fulfilling and rewarding job from home without all of the debt. Does that make sense? So I kind of help them understand if you just look at it like that, it's going to be a little bit more easy to tackle. But on the same hand, if you look at this business, I understand that a new coach can feel very overwhelmed in the beginning, because it's like I just talked about like a 4-year college degree. Wouldn't it be overwhelming if you just sat down at your first day at college and you saw every credit, class, test, and exam that you had to take over the course of 4 years? It would look overwhelming, wouldn't it? But people seem to be able to make it through a college degree, and the only way that they do it is they just show up one class at a time. And if they fail, they study some more and they take the test again and they just continue to show up. So if you apply that same thing to this business, you will be successful if you follow the things that we're going to teach you on the Success Club tracker. So I see someone use the chat feature to ask a question. Oh, someone put, I love that. Feel free if you have questions to just you can totally just stop me, unmute yourself and say, hey, wait, I don't understand that. Or you can put it in the chat box if you have a question. So I'm going to kind of go fast through these, but know that if you have a question, this can be kind of like a Getting Started Right call. Just stop me and say, okay, wait, what about this? And feel free to ask me. Okay, so that's what my Getting Started Right call looks like. 20 to 30 minutes of finding out their why, getting them to post that why on social media right away. And then number 3, helping them understand some of the basics like consistency, growing yourself, staying committed, and being here, not just a year from now, but 4 years from now. And then teaching them to use the Success Club system tracker. And so we're going to go through that today. The cool thing about this is I don't actually walk through the tracker on my Getting Started Right call. I have them go download it, look at it themselves. So this is kind of like a bonus because we're going to walk through each of the steps on this tracker. But there's a couple of things I want you guys to know about the Success Club system. We looked at it right here, the inside of the training in the coach office. You hit the training tab, if you remember right here, Success Club system. And then you can download the tracker right here. And then you can also go to the Beachbody Champions page right here. And here's a training video as well, just so you guys know. If you want to send it to your coaches or send a recording to this call, this is going to basically talk through what we talked through today, like how to use the tracker. So this is all in the Coach Online office as well. We're just going to give you a little bit of our version, Dynasty Strong version of these things. So I'm going to show you guys, this is our team training website. If you don't know about it, now you do, surprise. Just ask me on Facebook and I can send you a link to register for this website. Inside of here, I have a little welcome, but if you go right here to step 1, new coach training, if you click on this, this is the Success Club system training. Okay, right here, step 1, Success Club system training. There's going to be that video I just showed you in the Coach Online office. There's going to be a great video right here from a double 15-star diamond. She's a fellow LDS member of the church I'm of. She lives like 30 minutes from me. She does a 20-minute training on how to use the tracker, which I'm going to go through today as well. But you can get it from multiple places. And then there's Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, and Unit 4 that you can go through that talk about all the 4 vital behaviors of being a successful coach, which we're going to walk through today. But just know you guys can go through those trainings. There's multiple videos on how to invite, how to create Instagram stories, how to use your share a cart, how to brand yourself on social media, how to set up your social media profiles, overcoming price objections. All of these trainings are right here inside of our team training website, okay? I also want to make a quick note about this because I'm always telling my new coaches about going to this Success Club system training. Inside of this as well, there's all kinds of other trainings as well, but I want you guys to know about this one, social media training and resources, and then specifically Instagram training. If you're ready to start meeting new people and expanding your network right away, like I would come here and just start going through these videos. How to build your Instagram page fast, get unlimited leads, and start lots of conversations. How to start conversations and invite. Best way to add followers on Instagram. All these trainings are right here inside of the team training website. And this right here, I want you guys to take note of this. This is like, if you're a brand new coach and you're like, okay, I just need to know how to invite somebody, like how to find somebody new and how to invite them. This is probably the best training that I could direct you to, called the peanut butter and jelly method of finding someone and inviting somebody and following up. So it's a video training you how to do it, and a little PDF as well with the steps, so you can print it out and have it with you. But once again, guys, that's in our team training website under the social media training right on the home page. This is the home page. So we have that resource for you as a brand new coach. So I'm showing you guys these resources as well. So let's say Trent or Yolanda or anybody else that's live on the call with us or watching this recording, just know that you have these, like this training website and these tools to give to your brand new coach when you bring them onto your team. I've also created this page for our team as well, a group called the Dynasty Strong, Self-Paced Dynasty Strong Training. And it's basically exactly what I just walked you through on the team training website, just on Facebook. So if you come to this page, there's units right here. And then you'll be able to see that there's the Success Club System PDFs, how to use the tracker, download a link for the vital behaviors, and then there's vital behavior number 1, connect, invite, follow up. It's the same videos I just showed you guys inside the team training website. So they're all accessible right here. Unit 3, vital behavior, get people results, all the videos, and so forth. And so that we have that right here, the self-paced Dynasty Strong. So if you have a brand new coach and you're like, okay, what do I do next? Send them a welcome email, do a getting started right call with them, and get them started on the Success Club system training and the training videos and using a tracker. That's all you need. If you're like, wrap this call into one thing, what do I do with a brand new coach? Those are the steps. Send them a welcome email, add them to the team page, do your getting started right call, and then get them started on the Success Club system training. So you can do it on the Facebook page or in the team page or in the training website. Either one, it's the exact same material, just 2 different places. I built the training website because I'm starting to meet a lot of people that are on Instagram that don't use Facebook, which is why I built a training outside of Facebook on this website here. So now let's talk about the Success Club system tracker. So you're a brand new coach, you're getting your new coach started. This is a tracker that they can download, and then the ideal thing that you want them to do is you want them to fill out this tracker every single day and then send it to you on Wednesday night or Thursday morning. The tracker goes from Thursday until Wednesday. And the primary reason for that, especially if you're a brand new coach and don't know this yet, is rank advancements and paydays happen on Thursday morning. So the Beachbody week really starts on Friday morning and then Thursday morning, it goes all the way till Wednesday night. So like any sales that you make from Thursday through Wednesday night get marked as an earning on Thursday morning in your Coach Online office and then paid as a commission the next Thursday. So you track your weeks that way, Thursday through Wednesday. So let's just walk through this. If you guys have questions, please ask. This is right at the top, the why. That's what we talked about in the Getting Started Right call. Have your coach write that out every single week so it can become ingrained in them and they remember why they're doing all of these activities. Because if you're doing all these activities without a reason, you're not going to have the power and the influence to be able to really connect with people in a way that's going to have them take action into joining your challenge group or joining your team. So restate your purposes. Mine would be to maintain a long, healthy lifestyle so I could be energetic and full of energy for my kids. And also, my original why was I'm going to help as many people get results with these programs like I got, so that my wife doesn't have to work nights and we can sit down together as a family for dinner. That was my why. That was my original why. So figure out what your why is. You'll talk about it with your new coach and have them write it out. Your target market, stay focused on connecting with your ideal person. I love that video that Micah shares. She talks about her ideal person is any human that wants to improve their life. I'm similar in that aspect. I'm willing to help anybody, someone that needs to lose weight starting at 400 pounds, somebody that only needs to lose 20 pounds, right? I want to help people live a healthy, long, healthy, fulfilling life. But my target market really is, I'm looking for people who are positive, who are energetic, who love to create a community, and people that have great values that love to solve problems and work hard. So that's my ideal target person. And the needs that they have is they are worried about their retirement. They're worried about knowing how to send their kids to college or on their missions. And so I provide them a way to build an income from home to help save up for those things, save up for retirement, pay off debt, pay for the kids' missions and for their college. So that's my target market, is that person that's out there working hard, that person that I explained, that's just trying to figure out how to do all of those things. So my job on social media and in my conversations is to help that person understand how I can help them with Team Beachbody and my coaching achieve those things. So right up here, there's a checkbox for, did they watch the National Wake Up Call and the team call? Whether it's live or the recording, have them check that box. And then let's talk about proof the products work. Right here, they get to check, do a check mark if they did their workout and if they drank their Shakeology or their Beachbody Performance line. So that's what that tracking is about. That's pretty simple and straightforward. As we're going through these, guys, feel free to ask questions, especially as we get into the connect, invite, and follow-up section here. The one thing that I want you guys to understand and that I love is this breaks down someone using this tracker into like an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes a day outside of your workout and your Shakeology. So right here you can see connect, invite, and follow up. This will take like an hour and 40 minutes. And following this system right here, if you stay consistent with this and you grow yourself through your personal development, which is one of the 4 vital behaviors, you can and will start to hit Success Club consistently and begin to advance your business every 90 days if you follow this system. So step 2 right here, connect, invite, follow up. Initiate connections and add followers on Instagram or Facebook. That should take about 20 minutes a day. So that will be starting new conversations. So you just want to check that box if they did that. If you want to hit Success Club 5, I would say start and initiate at least 5 to 10 new conversations every day. If you want, like for example, my standard for myself is hit Success Club 10 for my business and 5 for Gabby's. I'm initiating 15 to 20 conversations every day. Like I'm starting 15 to 20 conversations. Or adding in that follower, starting a conversation, just saying, hey, nice to meet you. I see you are into hunting, or I see you are into hiking, whatever it is that we have in common. The reason I clicked follow on them and I start a conversation with them. So 5 to 10 a day for a new coach that wants to start hitting Success Club. Next, do a social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle or has a call to action. So right now I'm posting at least once a day on social media, on Facebook or Instagram, at least once a day. Sometimes I do 2. That should take you about 10 minutes of your day to write that post, take the picture, whatever it is, decide what you need to put on social media and put it on Facebook and do that once a day. So there you can track that by checking these boxes each day. You do that. Next is update your Facebook or Instagram stories throughout the day. It's going to take about 3 minutes to create each post. Right here you can see these check boxes. We have 6. So as you're getting started out, I want you to start doing at least 6 Instagram stories every single day. And guys, in that Success Club training system teaches you how to make an Instagram story. Don't overthink it. Some people are really fancy with them. I'm just really basic. It's like, what's up, guys? My pre-workout, my plant-based pre-workout, about ready to hit this workout. And then I show like a 15-second clip of my workout, and then I show other things throughout my day. So gives you some ideas, just daily life, workout clips, product use. Here's a note for brand new coaches. Don't use the brand names. Don't say Body Beast, or don't say Transform 20 or Energize or Shakeology. Just kind of be creative with what you want to call it. I just call it my super dense nutrition shake. And then what happens if you just use the word Shakeology, for example, if they're curious, they're going to Google search it, and then they're going to buy it from a coach that has great search engine optimization and a great website that has all the details on Shakeology. They're going to read it, be like, okay, that's cool. And they'll buy it from that coach. So by not using brand names, it's going to cause them to ask you, hey, what's that yellow drink you're drinking before your workouts? Or what's that dense nutrition that you're talking about? What are you using? And that initiates conversations where you can then be the person that presents Shakeology and your story and how it's helping you, or the performance line. So that's why it says no product use. That's why, like I said, I don't say, hey, I'm on week 4, day 2 of my Transform 20. I just say, hey, I'm doing my, and I make fun of it. I make fun of it in a fun way. I'm about ready to do my jazzercise 20-minute step workout here. I just have fun, try to make people laugh. And then they ask me, like, what's that step workout you're doing? What's that 20-minute workout? And then that starts the conversation. So your stories, healthy meal, if you follow your meal plan, snap a photo of your meal plan or whatever it is, just different things like that. Invitation, you can do polls, there's polls, all these options on Facebook story, Instagram stories. That training teaches you how to do them. For example, 5 minutes before we did this team call, I did 2 15-second clips saying I'm about to get on a training where we're going to teach someone that's a brand new coach exactly what to do to create success. And then the next video is like, I know some of you guys have been thinking about coaching, but you're worried about not knowing what to do. Would you like, and then it has a poll, would you like the recording to this call? So I'm using Instagram stories like that. And anybody that clicks yes on that poll, then I'll send them a recording to this call afterwards to educate them and help them see what this is and the type of support they'll have. So use Instagram stories like that. Next, we're going to go to respond to all new likes, comments, and views. This should take you about 25 minutes. What that means is you're doing Instagram stories, you're doing your 1 post a day, as we see right here, your Instagram stories. What this section right here means is you go, and let's say 5 people liked your Instagram post, or 10 or 20. You're going to go click on where it says so-and-so liked, and it's going to show you everybody that liked that post. You're just going to go send them a message. And the first thing I do before sending a message is I click on their profile. I like some of their photos back. I comment on at least one of them, and then I send them a message saying something about one of their posts on their Instagram. Does that make sense? So let's say I make a post and Yolanda likes it. I would click on I don't know who Yolanda is. So I would click on Yolanda's profile. I would go like her last 5, 6, 7 posts just real quick. I would read one of them. I would comment. And then I would go to her inbox and I would say, hey, Yolanda, I want to say thank you for that comment or that like on the post I made yesterday about spending time with my sons. I see that you have, and then I would say something about her post that I read and commented on. And then I would just ask her a question. Where do you live? Or how old are your kids? Or how long have you been married? Whatever it is that I can relate with, I would just start a conversation. It's not like straight to the throat inviting them to join my team. I just start a conversation. So look at it like making a friend. So that's the way that I start a lot of those conversations. The same thing with your stories. Your stories, for example, you guys won't really be able to see it, but if I go to my stories, then I can click on it and you can see how many people viewed your story. You could click on that and it shows everybody that viewed your story. You could do the same thing to that. Go click on their profile, see what they're up to, who they are, what they like, follow them back if they seem like your person, like someone you would want your challenge group on your team, find something in common, and then inbox them and just start a conversation. And I was talking to Trent before before he got signed up, we were both missionaries for our church. I was like, dude, it's the same as when we're a missionary. You're knocking on someone's door and you're finding something in common and you just have a conversation with them. You make a friend. That's the first and most important thing. So that's what that is. It should take you about 25 minutes a day. One thing I want to challenge you guys to do as a new coach, or if you're training a new coach, is have them use a timer and have them time it and go through those activities. And even if they don't get everything done, as long as they stay focused and go through it in that time and just go through each thing, even if they don't do as much as they know they could do, if they do that every single day, all of these activities, they will see success. For example, sometimes I have 500 people that view my stories. I had one the other day that had 1,000. I've never had 1,000 people view a story, but I did a hashtag called Cabin Life, hashtag Cabin Life. And apparently people love that hashtag. So a lot of people viewed my story. I'm never going to be able to message all 1,000 of those people, but I did 20 of them. Does that make sense? And 20 is better than 0. So just get your coaches in a habit of just doing the 25 minutes of initiating and responding to likes, comments, and views. This is a huge one as well. Notice in this tracker, nowhere does it say scroll Facebook, scroll Instagram, and see what other people are up to. Nowhere does it say check your notifications and jump into every notification that you're tagged in. Nowhere on this tracker it says that. So train yourself not to check notifications, and train your team not to check notifications. I never check them, ever, ever, ever. I find the things that I need to see on social media by doing these things on this tracker. I go to my post, I check all the likes and comments, and I respond. Go to my stories, I check it all, and I respond. And later on in here, you're going to see contribute to challenge group and respond to questions from coaches. I do that strategically by going into my challenge group and then going into my team page. If I went to Dynasty Strong team page every time that it says Yolanda posted in Dynasty Strong or Trent commented on your post in Dynasty Strong, I would never get this list done. I would spend all my time responding to people. So don't check notifications ever. Get in that habit. It's going to be hard, but trust me, it's going to help you avoid burnout, and it's going to keep you focused on what we call an income-producing activity, an IPA. And these, my friends, are the income-producing activities that I'm sharing with you today on this tracker. So the next step, that's 25 minutes, is invite, and you get to put your own number right here. Invite so many people, at least 5, to join a challenge group or learn about coaching. I'm doing 10 invites every single day. Okay, remember I start 15 to 20 conversations. I end up inviting about 10 of those people to join my challenge group or to take a look at what we do as coaches. And I don't spend forever. I don't spend like 2 weeks trying to make sure that they're someone I want to invite. Within 2 to 3 messages back and forth, I invite them. And it's either to my challenge group or to my team. If they're already working out and getting results, I'm inviting them to be a coach on my team. Like I have this guy, for example, I shared it in my Team Cup message thread. He's overweight by probably still 150 pounds, but he's at the gym every day doing bench press, working out and doing videos. And I was like, dude, you're an inspiration to people getting out there on Instagram like that, where you're at in your journey, inspiring people to just do something and work. Like, I would love to have you on our team. Have you ever thought about helping other people with their health and fitness? He's like, yeah, bro, it's been on my mind a lot. So then I invite him to watch a 10-minute coaching video that we have as a team. And if you guys need that coaching video, I have it. Just ask me and I'll send it to you. I'll share you which one I have them watch. I have them watch a 10-minute video, and then I have them get on the phone with me where I talk to them. Or I have them watch an hour-long video. Or I have them watch the hour video, and then talk to me on the phone. So I'm making those invites. You want to do at least 5 a day. I'm doing 10 a day to either the challenge group or to coaching. And so if you're a brand new person on this journey, let's say Trent doing Body Beast, and you're inviting people on this journey, you have your why all figured out or somewhat figured out. It's always going to be changing. Your invite would be just really basic, like, you have a conversation with your friend, you reconnect with them. It would just be as simple as saying, dude, I've started on this journey. This is why. Just real quick. I need to lose X amount of weight. I realized that if I help people get results like I'm getting, I saw my cousin do it. I've seen these other people on the team do it. And I want to help you do it. I want to help as many people as possible do this and go through this with me because it means X, Y, Z. Whatever it is your why is, I get to spend more time at home with my kids, or I don't have to work a separate shift late into the night. I would love for you to come on this journey with me. Let's hold each other accountable and let's do this workout together. So just as simple as that, and making invites like that. So that should take at least 15 minutes a day, making those at least 5. I would say go for 10, because the more people you invite, the more people that you're going to find. The more doors you knock, the more people are going to let you in. So that's what an invite looks like. And if you guys watch the Success Club System training, there's more in-depth on things to say in the invite, ways to say it, how to add value, and all of that stuff. So the next thing on the tracker is follow up with people you've invited. So what that means is you guys are adding new followers, you're adding new friends, you're starting to comment and like on their stuff, you're engaging with them, you're in their inbox. That's one thing I want you guys to right now. When you guys put a post on Facebook or Instagram, that's not how you're going to sign customers and coaches. I rarely ever sign a challenger or coach from a post I put on Facebook. It comes from saying, hey, Yolanda, I saw you have been watching my stories for the past couple weeks about this journey I'm on doing these 20-minute workouts. Is there something I can help you with in your health and fitness? That's it. That's an invite right there. Is there something I can help you with your health and fitness? And she's like, yeah, I've been trying at the gym, whatever it is that she says. And then I say, do you want to be in my challenge group? Do you want to do one of these workouts at home and I'll hold you accountable? That's where this business is built, in the inbox. The business is built in the inbox. The value is that people see the value of what you have to offer, your challenge pack with Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology. That is built by your consistency, showing up daily, showing exactly what you're doing on your Instagram stories, and the value you're adding on your social media posts by teaching and sharing. But the sell or the recruitment into your business comes from the inbox. So I want you guys to remember that. Then spend 15 minutes a day following up with the people that you've invited. So you're going to see at the end of this tracker here, there's a big list where people I've contacted. So I would put Trent reached out to me, contacted me on, I put the date, I write notes. He said he needs to lose weight, get healthy, and interested in coaching. And then that would be the note. And then there's a place for you to click that you followed up. So the follow-up would be checking back in. Trent can nod or give a thumbs up to this. He reached out to me. He's my cousin. I could have jumped on the phone with him right away, but I said, watch this video and then let me know when you've watched it. And this happens oftentimes. When he watched the video, he didn't reach back right back out to me and say, I watched the video, I'm ready. I followed up with him, which is this one right here, because I wrote his name on the list. And I said, hey, Trent, did you watch the video? And Trent said, I watched it 2 times. And I said, okay, are you ready to schedule a phone call? And we scheduled our phone call. Okay, does that make sense? So that's what the follow-up is for. And when I started as a coach, we had this thing that was called the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. So make sure that you guys are doing this, that you guys are following up with the people that you have invited. That's where, like, if you guys see me hitting Success Club 10 every single month, I've done it for 95 months in a row. It always comes from the follow-up. It comes from reaching back out to somebody. And I want you guys to, a lot of times I have coaches say, well, I don't want to be that annoying person. I don't want to be that annoying person that's like following up like, hey, did you order yet? Or are you ready yet? So my advice is don't be that. Don't be like that. Follow up by just reaching out and having a conversation with them. I guarantee you they're going to just say like, okay, I've been meaning to watch that video. I haven't watched it yet. Or just be creative in the way that you do your follow-ups. The way that I look at follow-up, because you get to give meaning to everything you do in this business. I look at the follow-up. I look at this business as such a blessing to people. If they do these things that we're teaching them, do personal development, follow the meal plan, do the workouts, be a part of this team, be a part of my challenge group, their life will improve. So I feel that it's my responsibility to follow up with them and show them that I care enough about them that I didn't forget that I invited them, or I didn't forget that they told me they need to lose 50 pounds. That makes sense how you can look at a follow-up much different. So I look at my follow-ups like that. Like I need to show them that I remember them and I care about them. And the way to really remember is to track what you've talked about. I'm going to show you guys, this tracker is brand new, this list right here as of this past January. We worked as a company to put it together for about 2 years, but I use mine on my notes. I'm going to show you my follow-up list real quick. What I mean by taking notes, just to show you guys I'm doing exactly what we're teaching you guys on this list. Okay, so here's my follow-up list right here. Hot leads. Heather, she's an inherited customer in my email. Gabe, No Limbs is Instagram. He's going to speak on the team call. Tommy, Facebook conversation. I need to invite. Darren, Facebook, have him submit results. Looking awesome with his transformation. Aisha, health, she filled out my health questionnaire. I sent her a text from my computer. She's a former coach. She has 21-day fix. She's used the shakes before. So I have notes. Ray, and I have my own things. The stars mean that I've sent him a link. I've sent them a link. Like we're already to the point where I've sent a link and I'm waiting for them to follow through. He's a coach. He's a dad, works nights, loves working out, helping people. He pays out the jackpot for his work. He's waiting for his 401k money to come in the mail to sign up. Instagram, Tiffany, she had a poor experience before, had a great conversation and phone call with her. She needs recognition and support. See, you guys, can you kind of see how I have just take little notes? That's so I can remember what we talked about on the phone. So when I follow up, I can give them what they need. The thing that they tell me that they need, whether it's losing weight, they need recognition, they need accountability, they need a better experience than they had before. I'm using that follow-up. But what I love is that we have now this tracker right here where you can just track it on there as well. So I use my notes because it's on my laptop and it transitions right to my phone. So if I'm sitting outside my daughter's dance and I have 20 minutes that I wait for her, a lot of coaches are scrolling Facebook or Instagram. I can hop right into my follow-up list and I can start just following up with people. And I have that list right there on my phone. So that's why I use my phone in that circumstance. I'm going to check the chat. Justin says, what do you recommend for a recognition post? What if I'm a new coach? So, okay, so that's on the next section. So I'll hit that, Justin, as we go into vital behavior number 3. One quick note, these are the 4 vital behaviors of a successful coach. Number 1, be proof the products work. Number 2, connect, invite, follow up. Number 3, get people results. And then number 4, personal development. So now we're on to number 3, and we're going to wrap this up in like 5 minutes. Get people results. Contribute to your challenge group. I check into my challenge group at least once and sometimes twice a day. And all of these 3 things right here should take you no more than 30 minutes a day. And it doesn't matter if you have 10 new customers a month or 1, this shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes. Recognize achievement, and that's Justin's question, so I'll hop back on that, and respond to questions and questions from customers. And this is usually inside of either your Facebook inbox or inside of your challenge group. Someone will say something inside the challenge group, hey, I'm feeling sore. Do I work out today? I'm on day 3, I'm super sore. I don't feel like working out. Should I work out? Like those are the types of questions you should be answering. And all of that should take no more than 30 minutes. And I want you guys to set a timer on this as well. And this is the only, like this, where I look at this, this is checking my Dynasty Strong virtual gym and also my Dynasty Strong team page. You guys will see if you watch, it's like, this is like a double sword question here. I don't want you to look at notifications, but if you were looking at your notifications, you'll see like Scotty just hit the groups like once a day, sometimes twice, where I just go in and I comment on everybody's post in the challenge group. I like everybody's post. I go into the team page and I do the same thing. And I just do it once a day. And a lot of coaches are like, I've been working this business for 6 months or 12 months and I'm not hitting Success Club. I'm not getting results. And the main reason is because all of your time is spent right here without any customers or any coaches on your team. All you're doing is you're in the team page or in the challenge group, commenting and liking on everybody's stuff. And that's great that you do that, but that should only be like 30 minutes max of the day. And eventually you're going to want that to be in your own challenge group, not in mine, right? Your own challenge group, your own team page with whether it's one coach or 2 coaches you have on your team. That 30 minutes should be spent on helping your people get results, your customers and your clients. And first and foremost, yourself, getting yourself results inside of using that group. So to answer Justin's question on recognizing achievement, Justin, this could be anything, man. It would be, for example, I have a customer. He's actually a brand new coach. I look at him as a customer as well because he's on his transformation. He did his very first workout. Today was his second workout. So recognition in that aspect would be shouting out Eric for doing his second workout or for doing his first workout. Like if you don't have anybody to celebrate like 5 pounds lost or advanced to Emerald or hit Success Club or got your first sale, recognizing achievement can be, I want to give a shout out to my cousin Trent who ordered his year access to Beachbody On Demand, got his shape coming, and he's ready to start his weightlifting program. That would be recognizing achievement. Recognizing the forward movement towards a goal. It could be someone that didn't even buy a program from you yet. Well, let's say I'm talking to Yolanda and she's interested, but she has some self-doubts on whether she can do this business or not. So I send her a YouTube video that from Tony Robbins or from John C. Maxwell. I send her a 10-minute video to help her start to grow the belief in herself. And she listens to that podcast or that video. I could recognize her for listening to that personal development. So there's a ton of things that you can recognize people on, and it could be doing anything that will help them progress and become a better person. So the fourth one is do your personal development. Engage in personal and professional development at least 15 minutes a day. I suggest doing more. This is just a base. This is like a baseline. To give you guys an idea right now, I spend at least 30 minutes complete, no distractions on my personal development. Means writing out my vision and my why every day, which could be back at the top of this, writing out your why. I do it in this notebook. And then I read in this book. And then I read one chapter and then I apply what I'm learning in the book. And this book is called Building a Story Brand. And it's basically clarifying your message so your customer will listen. This is what I needed right now in my journey because I tend to talk a lot sometimes. And this is reteaching me to use my stories and my social media and my marketing to help my audience know how they can be the hero. Not so I can be the hero. How they can be the hero and I can be the guide and teach them how to be the hero of their own life. So it's helping me reword my posts on my Instagram so that my audience can feel more connected and see how they can use our products and my coaching, and I can guide them so that they can be the hero. It's not so they look at me and be like, Scotty, you're awesome. You've done so many cool things or whatever, because that doesn't get your audience or your client or potential client into action. So that's why I'm reading this book right now, to help me know how to do that better. So personal development, spend about 15 minutes a day. Personal development should be personal. Like there's great books to read as a new coach. I always suggest as a new coach, Think and Grow Rich and also The Compound Effect. But what I want you guys to know is if you're struggling with time management and doing this hour and a half, 2 hour block every day, then you should read a time management book and learn personal development on how to manage your time so you can build this business. Does that make sense? If you don't have confidence, then you should read a book that talks about and teaches you how to build confidence. or listen to podcasts that teach you how to build confidence. If you don't know how, if you don't have or don't know how to influence people or close a sale, then you should read books on how to influence people and how to close a sale. So one thing that I suggest is that if you're not sure, just ask me, ask in the team page. I've read now 427 books in the past 8 years. So I'm pretty sure that myself or anyone on this team can help you pick the right book to help you know what will help you in the place that you need help right now. So that's what business and personal development is right there. I also want to include that business development would be going to your Super Saturday event and going to the summit event will be huge for your personal development. And then at the very end of this list right here, we have our weekly business results. I want you to track the number of followers. So if right now your Instagram has 205 followers, and at the end of the week, you've been doing these activities and you have 230, I want you to write that you have 25 new followers. If you sold a challenge pack or sold someone Beachbody on demand or got them the 14-day free trial, that's a new challenger. Write that person down, number of new challengers. If you sign a new coach, track that, and then track your Success Club points for the week. So right now I'm on, this week I have 2 Success Club points, and this month I have 6. So I would just track it like that. So this is a way for you to track your business. I'm going to close out on why this is so important, okay? When I'm mentoring a new coach or a coach that's been in the business for 3, 6, 12 months, or you are mentoring your brand new coach, the only way that you're truly going to be able to mentor them is to know what they're actually doing. Because let's say Yolanda comes to me and she's like, Scotty, I had a horrible month in January. This isn't her case, but let's just say she's like, I didn't hit Success Club. I'm feeling blah, whatever she says. Like, I don't know what she did because she can't just say like, I worked, but I didn't see the results. Like, what is work? Was it scrolling Facebook, Instagram, or was it doing the IPAs, the income producing activity? So to properly be able to mentor Yolanda, I would have to say, Yolanda, let's do a 10-minute video chat or a 15-minute phone call, whatever. Get your activity tracker and let's do a phone call today at 2 o'clock, or let's do it tomorrow at whatever time. We could then go through her tracker and see where she was falling short that caused the negative result. Does that make sense? So in order to properly mentor someone, you have to know what activities and what actions they're doing. And the business activity tracker, filling it out yourself, is going to help your upline sponsor coach, your upline diamond, know exactly where to help you make your adjustments to be able to help you get the results. For example, if you're doing everything on here and we can see it and there's proof that you've done the action, there's proof on your social media by looking at the post, we can go and look at your post. Do we need to change the way your posts are written? Do we need to ask better, do better call to actions? Do we need to, like if you've invited 5 people a day and that number's not closing, maybe we need to go up to 10 people a day. If you're tracking on there, like I only started 5 new conversations in the past week, then it's going to be obvious why you didn't hit Success Club 5. Because, like, for example, if I'm starting 10 new conversations, usually only one of them becomes one of my customers or clients. So, and that's me with experience in closing people and explaining the business. So if you're only talking to 5 people or 10 new people in the whole month, like I would barely be able to sell 1 challenge pack out of that number. So being able to see your tracker, I'm going to be able to help you know where to increase your numbers or where we need to do improvement in your follow-up or improvement in your actual invite or in the process of sending videos and getting on the phone with somebody. So does that help you guys out of what to do as a brand new coach? Give you guys some steps. Okay, I'm just going to recap it and then we'll close this call out. Number 1, I send them a new coach welcome email. Number 2, I schedule a getting started right call. The majority of it is figuring out their why. I get them into action right away by putting their open for business post on social media, get that first one out of the way and up. And then I get them working with this tracker, filling out this tracker, and then I want them to send it to me every Wednesday night or Thursday morning. so I can take a look at it, and we have it so when they need a mentoring call to adjust their approach or make adjustments to their business, we can look at that together and make sure that we're doing the right activities in the time that they have. So that's the recap for today. This call is recorded, so I will post it up in the team page. If you guys have any additional questions that might pop up, you're more than likely going to find them in the Success Club System Tracker or the Success Club System training that I showed you on the Facebook group and on the training website. But you're also, like, we want you guys asking questions in the team page. And hey, I'm doing follow-ups. This is how I'm doing it. It's not working. What are you guys doing? That's what that team page is for. So ask questions. This is a team. So the only way we can help you is if you let us know what you're struggling with, what you need help with. And we're here to help guide you guys. Because the only way my business is going to grow is if your guys' business is going to grow. And the same thing will be for your business. Yolanda, the only way that your business is going to grow is if your coaches' businesses are going to grow. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to answer this last question I see on the chat. This book is called Building a Story Brand. It's by Donald Miller. Okay. All right, guys, we'll let you guys get back to your work and your busy lives. We'll see you guys on the next call. Next week's team call is going to be super special. I have that guy. He's been viral on Facebook. He had like 22 million views on his video. He was born with no limbs. He's going to come talk to us about his story and answer any questions that you guys might have. So it'll be a super empowering story, because our mission is to empower others to continually develop into their fullest potential. And when I look at Gabe, who's going to speak on our call, that kid is living to his fullest potential. Public speaking, dancing with no limbs, like, he is an inspiration to me that I can do more with the gifts that God has given me. So I want you guys to hop on that call if you can. It's not just for coaches next week. Invite your friends, family, siblings, cousins, coworkers to come be inspired by this guy. And we'll see you guys next week. Later, guys.